Not looking at the camera. Super awkward because I am not normally in front of camera. Ow. Let's do it. Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for my very first Q&A, my face reveal, which is super nerve-wracking, and also another speed build. And I wanted to thank you guys so much for submitting questions over on the community tab. I know that I've been getting like a ton of questions as to whether or not I am going to be doing a Q&A, so here it is. And hopefully you guys enjoy this. And just to give you some insight into my setup here, I am recording this on my iPhone 7 Plus. And I have a really bright ring light that's like shining in my eyes. I also typically wear glasses, which did not work very well for this ring light. So we're just kind of winging it, and if I look cross-eyed at any point, you are free to make fun of me. But what we will do is we will dive right into the Q&A. Okay, so I have a laptop set up over here since I am recording on my phone. I have a laptop over here with all of the questions, and I will do my best to maintain eye contact with all y'all cool cats and kittens. Oh my god. I'm now Carol Baskins, apparently. That's what we're going for. Alright, so one of the very first questions that I got was, do you have any legacy families that you play off camera? And if so, how do you keep the storyline interesting? So I do have at least one legacy family that I play off camera at the moment, and it is the Sargent family. I think I'm on generation 6 or 7? I had to think about it. It's like 6 or 7, and for a while I was actually sharing a lot of screenshots of the generations as they kind of move through their storyline over on Twitter. However, I completely destroyed the storyline, so I kind of have to like backtrack now and see if I can fix it and keep it interesting. I don't know. Also, I try to kind of like enact storylines that allow me to explore gameplay that I haven't in The Sims yet, because to be frank, I haven't played through a lot of the gameplay. I get a lot of the packs, and I'm mainly a builder for the most part. I don't know if that fully answers the question, but that's my answer and I'm sticking to it. Okay, the next question is, basically you make a lot of build videos for your save, but would you ever consider doing cast videos of the families that you build for, or doing makeovers of the families to complement your save? I definitely have considered doing that, actually. I haven't recorded any only because I can be very indecisive, not only with builds, but also with my Sims. And sometimes when I'm doing a build for my save, I don't fully know what the family's gonna look like yet. But there definitely have been times that I have considered doing that. I just wasn't really sure if it was something that everyone would be interested in. I thought it would be fun, but if you guys are interested in that, definitely let me know. And let's see, the next one is, what are your 3 go-to packs that you use the most? Ooh, that is really good. I'm assuming that this is pertaining to like stuff, expansion, and game packs. So I don't know. Oh, that's really tough. I want to say Seasons. So right off the top of my head, Seasons is one that comes to mind. I think Parenthood as well. So Seasons is an expansion, whereas Parenthood is a game pack. And I think for a stuff pack, don't come at me, but I definitely go towards like, it was either like the kids room stuff or my first pet stuff. And that's really weird to say, because when I actually say it out loud, I'm realizing how many items I use from those packs all the time. And it's really weird to say. It's weird to admit that I use those packs quite a lot. I also use the Mosquito stuff pack more than I thought I would. I wouldn't say most used. It's getting like a notable mention, is what I'm trying to say. It's gonna get a notable mention because I do use it a lot more than I anticipated. So the next question is, do you have long-term goals for your channel, like being able to make a living off of it, or would you rather keep it as a hobby? That's a really good question too, because I have zero idea. I have no idea. To be frank, I started this channel on a complete and total whim, mainly because I wanted to learn how to use a video editing software. So I use Wondershare Filmora. I don't use Filmora 9, I don't think. It's just Wondershare Filmora. And I wanted to learn how to use that. And I also wanted to honestly see how speed builds were made. I didn't understand how they were made, so I wanted to figure it out myself. And I thought, well, why not share those builds with other people? I'm already putting them on the gallery, so like, why not show how they kind of came to be and see if people like it? And that was pretty much what I did. And luckily, all of you have joined me here and that you are enjoying it so far, which, yeah, it does. It means a lot to me. And I guess like long-term goals, I really don't have any right now. I did just join the YouTube Partner Program, which was super exciting. I didn't really think that I was going to be able to get to that point. And like I said, it wasn't really a goal to begin with, but now that I am in that partnership program, I'm just trying to learn more about it and really how to use it. I don't think I would ever make YouTube my full-time job. I just don't really see it happening. A lot of things would have to fall in place for that to happen, I think. But I really do enjoy my job, so I don't think I would ever want to do that. My full-time job is extremely, extremely rewarding, so I don't think I would ever ditch that for YouTube, but I really, really enjoy doing YouTube, and I pretty much treat it as like a secondary job more often than not, because it is really important that I continue to engage with you guys and create things that you really enjoy. And honestly, it kind of forces me to think about the game and the whole franchise in just different ways that I never had before. So kind of being, I suppose, more so in the public eye with it has actually forced me to be really reflective. So I'm really appreciative of that. Okay, and the next question is, what kind of build do you prefer to build the most? I would probably just say family homes. Family homes are definitely what I strive to do more often than not. I actually really struggle with commercial lots. I've probably mentioned it in a ton of those commercial lot builds too, that I feel really uncomfortable with them. And I honestly don't feel as though I get extremely creative with them. So I would say family homes are definitely what I like to build. All right, and then another question is, what do you enjoy more, build mode or live mode? So I'm assuming basically, do I enjoy playing the game more or do I enjoy building more? I think I definitely enjoy building more. I think that was kind of bundled into one of those other questions there. Building is definitely where I feel the most confident, and honestly just that I enjoy more. I enjoy building very, very much, though my Let's Plays are honestly super fun because I know that you guys are watching it and enjoying it as much as I am. It's kind of fun actually to have an audience and play the game more than it is to play the game on my own. So, what is the meaning behind your channel's name? I don't get this question as often as I thought I would, so I was actually kind of excited to have it here on the community tab. So I was trying to learn how to build in The Sims. This was probably like a year ago-ish, something like that. Like, I've been playing the game since it came out, and I mean, to be fair, I've been playing the Sims games since The Sims, but when The Sims 4 came out, I was playing it, and I was mainly just playing it. I never really built anything. I didn't really try to. I just kind of used the EA homes, and to be honest, that's probably what led to me not playing the game as much, because they weren't very pretty houses. Sorry, it's true though. But yeah, I was renovating EA homes more than anything, and that's how I kind of started to learn how to build and kind of what styles I really liked. So what I was doing when I first started is I was renovating EA homes, and in the descriptions, which you can probably see if you're on the gallery, some of them are really embarrassing at this point, but they're on the gallery, not gonna pull them, and some of them are like, yeah, it's basically the floor plan's done for you, and there's a space for like a kitchen, and there's like a sunroom and stuff like that, and that's pretty much how I started doing things. And as you could tell, like, my name is April, so it has nothing to do with my channel's name at all. But that's pretty much the origin of the name, is I was basically doing renovations before I was really building because I didn't really know how to build. Ooh, this one's really fun. Which 3 traits are describing your personality? I don't know. I would definitely say, I don't know, silly. I can be very, very silly. I mask a lot of things with humor. Who doesn't? But I can be very, very silly. I definitely think my sense of humor is a very positive attribute that I carry. So I would definitely say silly. I would probably say kind of a loner. And that to me is only because it's the opposite of outgoing. I probably seem really outgoing, but when I am in like a group of people or something like that, I am super shy, and I would also very much prefer alone time over being out with like groups of people or stuff like that. I of course love spending time with my family and friends, but yeah, I'm definitely more of a loner. So I would say silly, loner, and I'd like to say bookworm, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I have an entire bookshelf of books that I honestly haven't read, but I really do enjoy reading, so that one's kind of on the fence. But I would probably also say family oriented. I'm very family oriented. I'm very close with my family as well as my fiance's family, so family is very important to me. I don't have a large family, but it's really exciting that with my fiance's family that family's growing. It's obviously expanding a little bit, so I'm really excited about that, and I very much value kind of like the family dynamic. So family oriented, and what did I say? Silly and loner probably. There are a few other contenders, but those would probably be the top 3 for me. Let's see, what do you enjoy more, the LPs or the buildings? So that's kind of like the other question. However, I wanted to specifically speak to the LP part. So the LPs are an absolute blast. I love doing those because honestly, when I know that other people are gonna be watching, I can be pretty silly. So doing the LPs is super fun because I also have like a really solid plan for them, especially for things such as the Not So Berry Challenge or the 100 Baby Challenge. Like I definitely have a goal set. For the Discover University one, it's been a little bit more challenging. I think because I really didn't have a direction for it, and then some of my mods decided the direction for the LP. So, but it's really fun because my reactions, as you can kind of probably tell from this, are super genuine. Like this is just how I am, and it's really fun to kind of share in that enjoyment with you guys. So I would say the LPs are really fun, but overall I do enjoy building more. The next question is, who is your favorite Sim character? And then there's also, who is your favorite Sims YouTuber? Okay, my favorite Sims character, probably Agnes Crumplebottom. I don't think there's an explanation needed. I freaking love her. She is crotchety and mean, but also she has a very tragic past, which just ties into the fact that there were like really deep storylines in the Sims iterations of Sims iterations of the past, previous Sims iterations. So I really like her, and I can't really even go deeper than that. My favorite Sims YouTuber is probably Plumbella at the moment. Girl is funny as hell. Like, she's real funny, she's real honest, and I just really enjoy her content, and her personality just honestly shines on her channel. And I know that there was a point where she kind of wasn't feeling like herself, I think, maybe in the content that she was making, if my memory is serving me correctly. And at this point, like, she is just shining. Like, she seems so happy, she seems like she's thriving, and she does not hold back, and I really appreciate that about her. So yeah, Plumbella is probably my favorite Sims YouTuber at the moment. The next question is, what gives you inspiration to create and build? Or more specifically, when you have builder's block, what inspires you to build? Well, my save file definitely gives me motivation. That is what I'm working on more often than not. But other than that, like, Pinterest is a huge help. I'll usually honestly just search like architecture styles and try to learn things, and then try to either replicate things that I see or take different kind of styles and kind of like mush them together. I don't know, that's pretty much it. Like, that's the inspiration. But to get motivation when I'm kind of having builder's block is I really just force myself to keep trying things. I will continually, that was just a hiccup I was suppressing, please don't judge me. If I'm trying to overcome builder's block, I honestly just force myself to keep building things. I gravitate towards a world that just feels comfortable in the moment, and I just keep trying to make something. And sometimes it can be really frustrating. That's why at times there are kind of like spurts of LPs and challenges that I do, because I'm honestly encountering builder's block, and then I end up just kind of like getting over it somehow and creating like 3 or 4 things that holds me over for about a couple weeks. That's pretty much it. And I think too, without having new content as fast as I am I think exploring more of the packs, because since I am a newer builder, I've only been building for about a year, so I'm still really getting to know a lot of the packs in a lot of ways. But having new content is definitely going to help, I think, with some of the builder's block that I do encounter. So that should be exciting. Okay, and then how is your playstyle different if you are playing just for yourself versus if you were playing for an audience? I think I kind of half answered that already, where I am definitely a lot more silly and like obviously vocal, like I'm narrating what's going on when I'm doing like a let's play or something like that for you guys. But when I am playing for myself, I think I swear a lot more. Like I get really mad at my Sims when they don't do the things. I'm just like, you son of a... Go over there, like I told you to do this. Why aren't you doing this? Why are you letting baby cry? Like I swear a lot more, and I get like really irritated with my Sims because they're supposed to do the things that I tell them. Anyway, the next question is, if you could design an expansion pack or a game pack, what would it be like? Also, kiss, marry, kill, Bob Pancakes, Don Lothario, and Vlad. Ooh, we're coming in hot. I'm gonna answer the expansion / game pack question first. If I were to design like a game pack or expansion pack, oh god, I have a couple ideas. One is definitely farming. That's at the forefront of my mind because there were those fake leaks of a farming expansion pack. Then we got eco lifestyle, which I'm actually like really excited about now at this point after the stream yesterday. But I would say definitely something for like farming. I think that would be really, really cool. And I think I'm just like obsessed with toddlers and children and teens. So I still think we're well overdue for a real generations pack. So it's not really me designing one, but if I were to design like a generations pack, I'd probably go through and pick like all of my favorite things from The Sims, Sims 2, and The Sims 3 that kind of fed into that, I think, a little bit more. And as for a stuff pack, definitely like a Harry Potter stuff pack. I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, branding, right? And there's definitely custom content out there, but like Harry Potter stuff pack for sure. So that's kind of a really bad answer to that question, but that's my answer. And then kiss, marry, kill. I'd totally marry Bob Pancakes. Let the controversy stir. Yeah, I would totally marry Bob Pancakes. He seems totally misunderstood and I adore him, and I wish I could show you guys the poster I have of him and Eliza on vacation. It's like a vacation poster, and that poster's definitely in my office. But I would probably kill Vlad. He scares me. I'm sorry. I know he's a vampire, so I'm gonna need a steak or something. I don't know. And I would kiss Don Lothario because he's, well, he's a ladies' man, that's for sure. So he's probably a good kisser, but I wouldn't marry him, that's for sure. Oh, this question's really sweet. And I say that because it's really odd that I'm being asked for advice because I have no idea what I'm doing, like ever. But this person has been dabbling with the idea of creating their own channel to showcase some of their save file builds, which go you, that's awesome, do that. But they have zero idea and zero experience on how to kind of do that. Do I have any advice? Just do it. Like Nike would say, just do it. No, seriously, just do it. I learned how to use editing software. I honestly had to look at what other YouTubers were using. I had no idea. Like, I had no clue what people use to like actually capture their gameplay or edit any of their videos. I didn't know where people got this music that wasn't being like flagged for copyright and like demonetized and stuff like that. I just had no idea. I didn't know where I could turn for like a commission for an intro or like anything. So I honestly scoured Twitter and YouTube to try to figure out like what the most popular things were and see if they worked for me. That's my only advice, is just do it. You have no idea what you're capable of until you try to do things. And even if you feel really like not confident in doing it, just keep pushing. To be honest, like right now, I am not confident at all in this Q&A and revealing my face. I feel super vulnerable, and just in like starting my channel, like I was shaking, like legitimately shaking when I posted my first video. So do that. Definitely dive in head first and give it a shot. That's my advice. Oh, so this is actually kind of piggyback off of the last question with like starting a channel and all that stuff. So one of the questions to kind of piggyback off of that is, you have any regrets about starting your channel and doing speed builds on YouTube? No. And that is pretty much it for my Q&A, and hopefully as well as the speed build down yonder. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to doing other face cam videos in the future. I don't know when, but hopefully sometime in the future. It may not be extraordinarily frequent, but I did enjoy this, and I will hopefully get a little bit more comfortable as we move along. And I will catch you guys next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go in.